What's good, YouTube? What it do? It is the luck of Luck&Chuck back with another deck profile with our very own sponsor player, Dauterive.
Hey everyone, so I'm here with another deck profile. This list isn't meant to trying to think of the word, commemorate any special event or anything like that. This is just like the list I've been playing at locals. I haven't really had many competitive events. That's just kind of how it is down here. The list is tested though. I've gotten first at locals a few times. Usually I get top 4 at least with this list. And then I went to an OTS championship, went X1 in Swiss, top 8'd, and then I lost immediately to Hani. He was playing Unchained. If you watch his deck profile, his list was just, I caught a stray for sure. His list was going to be really good into mine. But yeah, no, for sure. Basically, the point of this video is just because people have been asking.
Nothing wrong with that, giving the fans what they want.
Yeah, just an updated deck profile of what I've been playing. So I'm probably going to go through it, and I'm probably not going to really discuss like the standard stuff. I'm just going to pretty much discuss just the changes to keep it short.
Sounds good, sounds good. All right, get into this.
All right, so first off, we have the Elemental Heroes. We have the stock standard. We have the 3 Stratos, the 1 Neos, the 1 Liquid, the 1 Shadow Mist. Nothing's changed here, super standard. Next, 3, 2, 2, also extremely standard. The only thing that's changed here is this quarter century. So everything else, ratio is all the same for that. Now the next thing will be the Destiny Heroes. So this is one change, is that there's one missing. Dark Angel's missing. So I cut Dark Angel from the main this format, mostly because of a little card called SP Little Knight. Also, a lot of people are on Link 1s right now just because of the nature of the game. The Sinful Spoils engine is rampant in a lot of decks, and even if not, level 1 monsters seem to be the best level in the game right now. So they can just, link away the Dark Angel. So that normally wouldn't be a problem because, hey, it could win, the Dark Angel could straight up win you the game, or it at least turns off evenly. But the problem with that is that if they link one, if SP Little Knight is used with any kind of extra deck monster, they get to also banish a card on the field and summon a SP Little Knight, and that is a huge swing. And you just don't want to, basically if they link it away, it forces your interactions really early, like your DPE and stuff like that. So the only main thing I wanted to discuss about this was the Dark Angels going from the main deck. And then the other thing is that Plasma is like really good right now in my opinion. The line that I'm really going for instead is I basically end on, if I draw one of my power spells, a Hero Lizard Fusion Destiny, I'll end on Plasma, Wake Up, and DPE. And if they go Nib there, they're only trading Nib for the Plasma because they're still going to be under the DPE Dark Law because you just chain DPE to the Nib. So really, it's not a terrible trade for them because they're trading Plasma for Nib, but like it's better than just ending your turn. So that's what I have been doing with the monsters, and that is all the engine monsters. Next spells, playing the 6 power spells of the deck. Same as always, I just you play as many as you can, and you play as close to 40, so you hopefully draw these cards because they're not searchable. Spells, 2 ofs, we'll do 2 mass change, 2 poly. I mean, this is standard for me. 2 poly I think is just the best ratio. So a lot of people get away with 1. I think that's fine too, it's just I prefer 2. So that's it for that. And then 1 ofs for engine. We're playing the 1 ofs of everything here. I guess the only thing I'll discuss, because everything is pretty normal, except I guess Foolish might be a new addition, and Call By is in and out of main or side right now. We're in a hand trap format, and you'll kind of see a lot of my non-engine reflect that. And Droll might be more popular than Ash right now, so this deck has a real bad problem with that, so you'll see a few adaptations I made for that as well. So Call By just answers, all the hand traps run around. And Foolish, I love E-Call because, it's a Jaden card, but Foolish is just objectively better. This gives you the potential to have a free extender because Foolish can send Mally. If you haven't normal summoned yet, you can go into Cross and then grab Vion, normal Vion, and continue from there. If this was E-Call, for example, you would E-Call for Stratos, normal Stratos, and that doesn't really get you anywhere because you need to get the poly from there. So that's why I think Foolish is a little bit better. Also, Foolish could send Shadow Mist, and Shadow Mist can grab you Ferris, and same thing. If they Ash or Imperm the Stratos for some reason, E-Call wouldn't do anything there while Foolish does. So that is the difference there. And that's it for the engine. So for the non-engine that I decided to play for right now for this format is 3 Ash, 3 Drop with 3 Imperm. Nothing too exciting here. This is just like the very generic, just always good cards. There's like, if I went into a locals or a regional or an OTS championship and I didn't know everybody, I could potentially play against like 8 viable decks, and then I could also play against like 30 different decks, you know, like just like people bring in whatever. So I wanted the Ash and the Imperm to kind of meet all those kind of decks, and whenever I build a deck, I usually like to find a solution other than Ash. I usually don't like Ash because of how low impact it is, but for that exact reason of you never know what you're going to play against, I figured Ash is good enough right now. And then the reason why I'm not just doing 9 hand traps is that I like to diversify my hand traps and board breakers, because sometimes you'll Ash or Imperm them and they'll still end on something, and then like your hand doesn't answer that something. So Droplet can answer that something. Droplet also dodges a lot of targeting effects. There's a lot of targeting effects right now, and it's just overall a very solid card in the main deck. And that is it for the main deck. That's 41 cards. 40 to 42 is my sweet spot. I generally like the 41, just right in the middle. It doesn't mess with the math too much. We'll go to the extra deck next. We have the standard 5 elemental hero monsters. Nothing's changed here. So next we have the 2 Dark Laws, the 1 Blast for all of our masked heroes. Nothing's really changed here except for this being QCR, and yep, this is just the ratio. And then next, the 1 lone Destiny Hero monster, Cut Dangerous, just wasn't coming up enough, and just playing the 1 DP is just the best card, like best extra deck monster for sure. And then next, the last fusion, I'm playing Trinity. So, spoiler, I cut the Link 3 for right now, the Dread Decimator. So I wanted something I could do with the extra bodies. Trinity actually makes it so that Fusion Destiny, you have the option. If you go first or second, it could come up. Fusion Destiny is a 1-card Plasma DPE, or because you're playing Trinity, it could be a 1-card DPE Trinity, draw 2, discard 1 with Liquid. So just off of 1 card. So that's like, it lets you like decide, because maybe Plasma is enough to kill, but this is, especially with DPE's lowering effect of lowering their attack. It's a pretty good option, and I just wanted something extra to do with all the bodies under Fusion Destiny, instead of playing the Link 3 monsters. So that's why I decided to play Trinity, and he's come up a lot. He's been very good for me. Next for the Link monsters, the standard, we have the standard 4, but I have 1 more Link monster. So I'm playing SV Little Knight. It's gonna be kind of weird because like the deck has a lot of locks on it, like Infernal Devicer and Cross lock you out for the entire turn if you use either of the effects, and Ferris, as soon as you place 1, locks you. But I just decided to play SP Little Knight for the same reason why we played Baguska sometimes. This would probably be Baguska. The problem with Baguska for me is that Baguska only works if you draw a Hero Lives, and that just isn't often enough. SP Little Knight comes up in a lot of more hands where you can go normal Stratos, search Ferris, and if the rest of your hand's engine, and only if the rest of your hand's engine, because you don't want to be stuck without follow-up. You can go like Ferris, pitch 1, summon the Ferris, don't place the increase because then you get locked. Link 2 it to SP Little Knight, and although, I mean, that's not great, but it's better than ending on no interactions at all. Sometimes this card is so powerful that it might force your opponent to go battle phase first, attack, and then you live till the next turn, which is huge for this deck, because if you got drolled or shifted or something, you can go SP Little Knight pass, and it might actually be good enough, whereas like before we were ending on nothing. So also this card gives you the benefit of turn 3. It gives you another way. The deck doesn't have a lot of ways of other than non-destruction removal. This gives it a way of non-destruction removal. The last thing I'll say about SP Little Knight is that if you don't have the have access to this, it's really not the end of the world. like I said, it only comes up in the times where you get drolled or shifted, and it actually being enough or forcing the battle phase, which really doesn't happen that often, but I'd rather have the option than not have the option. So it's come up a few times. It's actually won me a few games, especially if you're able to draw like a hand, like I said, plus Fusion Destiny. Under droll or shifter, you can go SP Little Knight plus DPE pass, which is a lot of follow-up. SP Little Knight also protects your play turn 3. So it's a lot of me talking about SP Little Knight, but I just think it's like a weird tech in the deck that I've been trying and I've been seeing decent success with. I might cut it eventually, but this is just the theory behind it right now.
All right, that makes sense. Kind of obvious. It is SP Little Knight.
Yeah, that card's really good. Even though my deck locks me, I'm still playing it. Kind of warping the format a little bit. So that's it for the extra deck, 15, of course. Next, we'll do the side deck. First, Dark Angel. Not really much to say. It's not good against a lot of decks, but if it's good against the deck, you want to side it in. So
fair enough.
Next, we're playing. It's gonna look kind of weird because I'm only playing 2 draw. I just want it to fit. I still want to fit like all these, plus I want to fit the Dark Angel. So 2 draw, 3 nib. These are like the most powerful hand traps in the format right now, and I just wanted to play a good number of both these. Nibiru also helps you with like one of your worst matchups, which is Unchained. So that's why I really like this card right now. And the reason why I'm playing these especially is I'm playing Crossout right now. Crossout's like good because in the format everyone's playing these cards, which these cards are really good against the deck. If they wait till end phase to nib you, like I was saying earlier, it's really not that nib's not that impactful. But there's like these weird spots where they can nib you, and like it really hurts. So just having the Crossout to be potentially called this, like I said, the Imperm, the Ash. Just because we're in a hand trap format, I figured being able to go full combo means you generally win. It's really hard for a lot of decks right now to beat Dark Wall, Trap, plus DPE, even if you do like the small combo without the Plasma. So just being able to protect that, especially from these cards, which could be turn enders, seems worth it for me, so that's why I'm on Crossout. Next, just the last cards. I'm playing 3 Book of Eclipse. Just very solid board breaker. It's good against a lot of decks. You kind of want your non-engine to be good against a lot of decks because, like I was saying, there's a lot of decks in the format. So there's Book of Eclipse. Book of Eclipse can also protect you from nib. I don't really have the room to side this in going first because I'm siding all the Crossout stuff, but Book of Eclipse can potentially help you going first against nibs as well. And last, playing 2 Storm, 1 Duster, 1 Respect back row. Pretty good against Rescue Ace, and that's it.
Fair enough. All right. So, any other comments about the get, like the format? How you feel about it currently?
Format's fine. It's just a lot of decks. It's a lot of droll and nib. Besides like droll and nib, the format's fine. I mean, it's just another mountain to overcome with this deck. Just when those cards are good, it's a little bit hard. And Unchained, the reason why I don't think my deck can really do very well right now is just the fact of Unchained being so strong. Unchained's a really rough matchup for this deck.
You say that was your worst matchup with the format currently?
Probably that deck and Dragons are really hard for Hero for sure.
Okay. All right. So, any other comments, last comments, shoutouts, anything like that?
No, I mean, no, this is just a like a locals OTS deck profile. So there's not really a whole lot to say about it. I just wanted to give an update on the lot of asked, or just just an update on how the deck's going post AGOF.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, thank you, Blake. Always appreciate you.
Of course.